And the third graders who are passing out programs, you can put them back on the card. Thanks, guys. Thank you. The next song, probably one of our most difficult songs. This is called Country Dance. This is taken from Handel's Water Music. And in this song, we are going to be using a different key signature, so our fingers are in different places. There's lots of repeat signs to follow, and by far, the most difficult song. We're ready. Enjoy this Country Dance. hardworking students in the orchestra and the concert band. The next song, Ararang, is special because it features Eric Young, one of our clarinet players, accompanying the orchestra on piano. Ararang is a beautiful Korean folk song. It's actually over 1,000 years old. Absolutely beautiful boys and girls, great job. The next song is called Entry of the Tumblers. This is written around a circus carnival type of theme. Hope you enjoy it. This is their first concert. Our fifth graders, this is going to be their final concert because they're going off to the intermediate school next year. How am I supposed to do that? They're doing a wonderful job. Let's give the orchestra another round of applause. When we were deciding the order of the songs, the orchestra insisted that Night Rider would be last. We like to save the best for last. Night Rider is a very different sounding piece. All these other songs sound very classical, like an orchestra is supposed to play. This next song sounds a little darker, a little meaner, because it's played in a minor key. That's why it's called Night Rider. Fourth and fifth grade orchestra. You sound wonderful. That has to be one of the best string half concerts we've ever had. Please stand up, take another bow. That was awesome. Now, while the orchestra members are putting away their instruments, band members, it's okay. Now you can take out your instruments slowly. Take your seats on the floor, and we'll start. Please don't run. It's a pleasure for me to present the 4th and 5th grade concert bands. These students have been working just as hard as our orchestra to get this concert ready for you. First song we're going to play is a song called America. This is an arrangement of a very famous patriotic song with a big fanfare intro and a feature in the center by our clarinets and saxophones. Please enjoy. This is America. The next song we're going to play is probably one of our favorites. This is called Mystic Journey. It's the first time we've ever done this in the school. Mystic Journey is exactly what the title suggests. It's a journey through mystical lands where in the beginning it's very soft and slow and sweet with the flutes playing the melody, and then the journey really picks up. You'll see. Our next song is called Diamond Ridge. This is a concert march, which is really the same as a standard march, except it's a concert band. We're not going to march anywhere. So we're going to stay right here, like concert march for Diamond Ridge. Goes out closer of the planets, and each planet is written for a different Roman god. There's Mercury, Mars, god of war, Venus, the god of beauty. This is Jupiter, who's the king of the gods. And this is probably one of the most beautiful things that we have. This features the flutes, the clarinets, and the first trumpet players. A very difficult melody. Very excited to bring this to you. This is Jupiter. This one always seems to be a crowd favorite when the band plays it. This is Funky Friend. This is the only fusion of funk and rock that we really have in the concert. So it's going to sound very different, very loud, very cool, very funky. Again, that's why it's called Funky Friend. Ladies and gentlemen, teachers, boys and girls, hope you enjoyed today's concert. The orchestra band students, they don't just have lessons each week. They don't just come to rehearsals each week. They're also putting in an hour to 2 hours of practicing every week on their own to do this. Most of these students have only been playing for 1 year, and this is their first concert. So again, let's give another big round of applause for the orchestra. There's lots of people behind the scenes that help out and make this happen. People like our administration, Mr. Guy and Mrs. Cardone. I'd like to say thank you to the secretaries, the custodians, Mr. Hussey and Mrs. Hitch for letting us present. Fourth and fifth grade teachers that let me take their students out of class, and I realize that's difficult. Thank you very much to them. Big heartfelt thank you to the moms and dads for constantly encouraging your kids, supporting them, and helping them realize this dream. Great job. Most of all, huge thank you to the students. When we're rehearsing, we'll play the same 5 to 10 measures 10, 15, 20 times. I don't let up. And you see how wonderful the concert was, boys and girls. You see the end results. It's thanks to you and all of your hard work. So a big thank you to the 4th and 5th grade band orchestra.
Thank you.